Anyways, going on to game number 2 here in the South, we have the best Terran in the world. He is
GSL Green Wings Maru.
And over here in the upper left,
Axiom Impact.
you know, it's unfortunate we have to start off, well, for Impact's sake, he has to start off here against Maru because he is a very good player. But, I mean, Maru just looks so
I guess
so
get it
solid.
out of the way, right? Like, what he's going to have to hope for is that Maru falls to someone else in the group, and Impact can maybe win his other matches. Because I tell you, even though, like, for instance, Flash is in this group, and Flash definitely one of the highest ranked Terrans in the world, he's doing fantastically in Pro League, even though he just keeps failing in GSL.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to be hard, but not as hard as Maru, I would say.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of Flash fans out there that might say, well, that's not true. You know, he's the greatest StarCraft player of all time. Well, in Brood War...
Yeah, StarCraft 1 is a different game.
I'd say it's quite different game. And we've seen this with some of the other guys as well that were the best in Brood War. They're not quite as good in StarCraft 2. Players like Fantasy that we saw, for instance, yesterday.
Only Jaedong truly came through out of the top 6, I guess.
Yeah, he seemed to have the strongest grasp in transitioning.
Yeah. So, anyways, here we are, and pretty standard as far as the openings go. Nothing too crazy to talk about at the moment, Tasis.
So, Artosis, how was your night last night after we got done with the cast?
I accidentally fell asleep as soon as I got home and slept until like 1 or 2 a.m. And then I was up in the middle of the night for like 4 hours. And then I went back to sleep for a couple, and then Easter egg hunt.
I think that there's nothing worse than waking up, you know, if you haven't set an alarm or something, to wake up at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Terrible.
And then you're like, oh my
Like awake
God.
too? It's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad.
Awake, rested, full of energy, and you have stuff to do that week.
I was very unhappy when I woke up and realized that it was basically a complete loss of a day.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's brutal, man.
Yeah. Well, we have a bunker being made. Not really. I mean, I'm not sure what that was really for.
He might have been hoping Impact would panic or something and pull a bunch of drones. I mean, considering how that last game went, I mean, he might have been trying to pull a fast one on his opponent.
Wow. Now using that SCV to actually assist in a drone kill. He's
actually going to get a second, I think. Wow. This is a pretty bad start. I mean, I know that Maru's very good, but it's also not common for a Zerg to lose 2 drones.
It's not common to lose 1 drone against a Reaper opening, actually.
Yeah, at this point in time, since you can make a Spore Crawler or Spine Crawler.
Yeah. Like, generally speaking, if you kill like 3 Lings, you're like, oh, that was all right, pretty good. But, you know, the first game he killed a Queen. This game he's killed 2 drones, which is even more significant because this is earlier on and whatnot. Wow. I mean, that's a little bit brutal. At least Impact didn't take the bait to go down after that bunker.
Yeah, that's one thing. Although, so far, Impact is just not looking like he's in the same class as Maru here. Yeah. We do have the command center getting a little bit past halfway health.
And it looks like he's going to go for a 3rd command center as well. So, you know, maybe this is the time where Impact throws cheese in. You know, Maru playing pretty greedy overall, and he sees it immediately. He has the opportunity, if he likes, to put some drones back on gas, maybe throw down a Baneling Nest or a Roach-Horn or something, try something a bit cheeky.
Oh, he's going to be able to get this Queen and actually get all the way into the main. And mind you, no Reapers have been lost here. I got to say, I can only imagine
he's tearing him apart at the moment.
The frustration right now that Impact is feeling. Well, hopefully this is brutal.
Yeah, hopefully Impact does not beat himself up too much over this because, you know, this is the greatest Terran in the world. You know, this is the guy that makes Terran look like imbalanced in his favor.
Yeah, no kidding.
But he's done insane work with those 3 Reapers. It doesn't even matter that he lost 2. They really overpaid for themselves. And the thing is,
got a bang for his buck out of those.
I would say even more important, especially since Impact is one of these, you know, newer players that isn't as experienced playing in the booth and whatnot. I would say more so than the kills themselves. Impact has to be shaken up right now, like really emotionally sitting there thinking, okay, everyone's watching this right now. Total Bisc is at home yelling at the monitor right now.
With his perfect voice.
He's going to scold me later on Skype with his perfect voice.
Even if he wasn't in a Skype call with you, if you just heard him talking, because everything, excuse me, if you read anything that he's written, I actually read it in his voice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's the only way to read it.
Yes.
It's written, it's typed with an accent. But yeah, I mean, it is a lot of pressure, you know, sitting here playing against Maru, and to lose that much, you just know that you look really bad.
Yeah.
And it's not that he's bad, obviously, he's a very good player, but this is rough.
The Evo chamber wall is up here. Now, the Terran can try to get this hatch. These units are not going to kill this building quickly, so Zerg does have a little bit of time here before they need to, you know, save this, you know, from anything dire. Like, they got a little bit of time. So we'll see. He's going to send the Lings around here. Looks like he wants to try to get reinforcements, but there are none. And then he's going to come in here from behind.
Yeah, he wants to flank on those queens. We'll see if that ends up working out. Oh no, actually the Queen's out of position and the Ling's out of position now. Uh-oh. This is bad news, Tasteless.
Things keep getting better and better here for Maru. Maru probably wondering, where the hell are these Lings? Oh, I guess they were somewhere outside of the base. But now look at the angle. You can really abuse the Hellions here in between the minerals. I mean, the amount of damage you can push out here is incredible.
This is rough. Look at this. 16 workers killed so far. He's killed a ton of Lings as well. Losing these Reapers completely worth it at this point. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. You know, what do you do here to come back? Like,
well,
is he going to set up an all-in? Is he just going to continue the macro game and get some experience?
Sometimes StarCraft 2 games are won in the big strategic picture. In this case, it's being won by a lot of small skirmishes to the Terran.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's beginning to add up here.
Yeah, it's, you know, instead of one giant, you know, beheading with an axe, this is 1,000 darts being thrown.
Yes,
but in fact, every dart is going through his body.
This is actually, it's not quite as bad as Maru beating Impact to death with an empty plastic bottle. It's not quite that drawn out, but it is close. He is getting let out here.
Yeah. Pretty rough. Well, he gets these Zerglings in. They don't actually end up doing very much. They kill a single SCV, unfortunately. And a lot of Lings on the way, probably for defensive purposes. But he's getting that Baneling Nest. Spire and the Baneling speed starting right away. And
all right,
if he couldn't hold last time when he didn't take nearly this much damage, holding this time seems impossible.
Yeah, this is pretty futile here. I'm under the impression Impact is just going to get walked over. I mean, this is really a perfect Terran play here.
Well, let's see if these Banelings they chase everything away at least. That's nice. Meantime, he tries to counter-harass a little bit. Doesn't work out. Maru going to the main base with a drop. Lings are there to greet him.
Yeah, he will have to pick up here.
Oh, wow. You're never going to find that Marine's body.
No, man. It went straight down in space.
Yeah, the bottom of space. You can't find anything there. Yeah. It's full of bodies.
Yeah, it's full of StarCraft 2 bodies.
Bottom of space. I love it. It's so awesome.
So he's going to come up here and drop again. You know, I almost feel like the multi-prong harass isn't even necessary here, considering I think the Terran might just be able to win with a straightforward push. But this can work as well.
Well, these Marines going to stim forward, go after this Spire. Not going to quite get him, but that's okay because there's another drop going on. Uh-oh, a Widow Mine. That gets under. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that Widow Mine, very nice.
Well, it looks like he's got a drop over here on the far right. And now an attack over here at the fourth again. Again, I feel like he could have like regrouped there. I like the harass. I just feel like, yeah, if he just puts his whole army together, I think he could just push through the front here. Am I incorrect about this?
Well, you know, he's doing damage as much as he can and just kind of picking things off. And if you look at it, after all of this harassment, the worker count is similar, but Maru has about 40 more army supplies. So, yeah, as he joins up this army, he is going to be able to win, but a lot of that's because of how nice the harassment's been.
All right, stimming and spreading now. And I got to say, man, I mean, this is not the most epic ending here. Impact is hanging on, but...
Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold for now, but... The thing is, Maru is rallying across 3-base versus 3-base.
Yeah, and Zerg needs to get a 4th.
Yeah, you can't fight 3-base versus 3-base unless you're like, you made like an army to crush an army and then you counterattack or something like that, but that's not the case. He's holding on as if his 3rd is his 4th. Like, if that was his 4th base, this game would still be, like, winnable, you know?
Well, the mutas are coming down here now with the Banelings. The Marine spreading is quite nice. He's got those Widow Mines there in the back. If Zerg loses this 3rd base here, the game should just end with a GG.
Yeah, I would imagine. He continues to micro up his Marines, has a lot of medevacs here to heal him up, a Widow Mine as well. And,
nice pickup there.
He's holding reasonably well.
You know, if Maru makes too many mistakes amidst these attacks, it could allow the game to start tipping in the direction of Impact here. But no, Impact barely not with enough there, and that's going to do it for him.
Clearly not. A kind of rough series there for Impact, but again, Maru so strong. You can't really expect to win that. Maybe he'll do better in his other matches.
Those are 2 different leagues right there.
Yeah.
Impact still got a shot. This is round robin, but Maru in that last, I mean, he's just too good. I think there's no way Maru is not getting out of this group. Anyways, we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we're going to go into our second best of 3 here at GOMTV.